Hello and welcome to the Principles of Programming series. In this video we're going to be doing a Chapter 10 lab in Python. Before we kick off, let's go ahead and leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. If you have subscribed, welcome back. Of course, as you know, you got to be logged in order to do any of those things. So if you're not logged in, go ahead and log in. And if you have not yet created a YouTube login account, it is free and takes less than a minute, so take some time to do that so you can navigate easier throughout YouTube, right? So, and also when you do subscribe to the channel, you'll get notified whenever that channel posts a new video. Right, so let's go and see what our video is going to be about today. Today's video topic is Chapter 10, Python Lab 10-1, which is creating a class in Python. So our tasks are going to be, in this lab, you will create a programmer-defined class and then use it in a Python program. The program should create two rectangle objects and find their area and perimeter. Use the circle class that you work with in exercise 10-1 as a guide. In the rectangle class, create two attributes named length and width, and write a calculate area method to calculate and return the area of the rectangle. Write a calculate perimeter method to calculate and return the perimeter of the rectangle. Task 4, in this rectangular class, program class, create two rectangular objects named rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. Set the length of the rectangle 1 to 10.0, width to 5.0, the rectangle 2, 7.0, and width 3.0, and print the value of the rectangle perimeter 1 and area, and then print the value of rectangle 2's perimeter and area. Go to the next page. It's an example of what it should look like. Rectangle 1's perimeter is 30, 1's area is 50, 2's perimeter is 20, and 2's area is 21. Alright, so we got these numbers right there. So let's look at our code real quick to see what we're going to be working with right after we come back from this. Alright, here we are in our code. The first thing it's asking us to do is length of this rectangle. So let's go ahead and define that first. Let's go diff underscore underscore self length Now let's go ahead and do the length of it. Actually, this should go up here. Class X. Root over. Kind of tough on these assignments. There we go. Now we'll do self.length equals length. And the width, let's close this gap. Width, we'll do self.width equals width. Calculate perimeter. So let's go. Should be back up here. Should be back over here. First, let's diff find calculate perimeter, and let's do self colon, and then return calculations will be 2 times calculate area, and then that's going to be self colon return self length times self width. Alright, so let's look at that. Sheet loop. So length of this rectangle, we did diff dot underscore init underscore self length width. Length of this rectangle self dot length equals length. Width of the rectangle self dot width equals width. Right to calculate perimeter. Define calculate perimeter set dot or self. Turn 2 times self dot length, 2 times self dot plus 2 plus self dot width. So, and right calculate area. All right, that looks good. So now let's look at our next task that we have to do. So this rectangular class program, let's go to our rectangular class program. By going over here and clicking on it. And let's close this out. And let's look at this right after this. All right, here's our code. But one thing you're going to notice on Python compared to Java and C++, a whole lot less code required to do these. So let's dive in. Import rectangle class. So let's go from rectangle, import rectangle. Create rectangle 1, set the length of rectangle 1 to 10, set the width of rectangle 1 to 5. So let's go here. Go. Rectangle 1 equals rectangle. And let's go space there. Let's go 10.0, comma 5.0. That's all we need for that. Nothing afterwards. Print the area of the perimeter of the rectangle here. So perimeter, we're not doing the area. Oh, area and perimeter, got it. So let's go print. And we'll copy and paste this to make it easier. Rectangle one's perimeter is that. Come after. So we gotta do the math, which is rectangle 1. Calculate perimeter. So let's copy and paste this to our next line. Change the area. And it's going to be area. Area. All right, so we need for that, and then we'll do the old rectangle 2. print the area and perimeter. So this is going to be very simple. We'll copy and paste these. Now you can do area as long as you're consistent. You can do area first and then perimeter. Let's go change these to 2s and change these to 2s as well. Let's go with what we got. So from rectangle, import rectangle. Your arms are capital, everything else good there. Then create the rectangle 1, set the length and the width. Rectangle 1 equals rectangle 10.0, 5.0. Then print the area and perimeter, or the perimeter and area if you did it this way. And one's perimeter is, and rectangle 1 calculate perimeter. Then print rectangle 1's area is rectangle 1 calculate area. So that looks good. And let's go down to these. Create rectangle 2 objects, same thing, rectangle 2, rectangular 7.0, 3.0. Then print rectangular 2's perimeter. Everything looks good there. So let's go ahead and run it right after this. Alright, we're going to run this. See if we got our number 2. So it looks like we've got some errors. Oh. So we're going to look at our code real quick to make sure that after we run it, what it looks like, and I'll get right back to you. Alright, I couldn't find anything, but when I calculated, I got an 80%, so that might help us find what we're lacking. So here, I think this is the same one as before. So the rectangular class, create 2 rectangular objects named rectangle 1 and 2, set the length of rectangular to 10 and 5, 7, and 3. Print the value of the perimeter. Let's see, we're not doing a lot of these to print correctly. I'll look at these closer. So as I go through the code, I'm unable to find any fault with it. So I'm just going to have to blame that on the GitHub. So let's go. I'll go and show you this code again real quick. So if you need to pause, I'll tell you when to pause, so you can see the whole thing. This one you can see the whole thing on the Rectangle.py. Just take a few minutes to look at that. So if you have the same thing and you get an 80, if you solve it and see what I did wrong, if I did anything wrong and you really get 100%, please put it in the comments and we'll try it out. Next, let's go to rectangle class program. This one's going to need a little more. 10.0, 5.0, rectangle 1. I'll write those down so I can see. Right, 7.3 down here. Actually, let's go pause that if you need more time. I'm bringing it down now. And that's the rest of the code. Alright, so that's it. Like I said, if you find anything off or you figure anything out that I didn't see or found out I made a mistake, please put in the comments. Glad to hear from it. Otherwise, just like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for joining. Take care and have a wonderful day.